What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And today we are going to continue with Phoenix Wright Ace Trilogy. And I know it's been a while, but I was busy and I was sick and whatnot. So anyway, let's continue with this video. Finally, I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I taped up a show. And I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the music part? They have a music part? Okay. Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. Was that day the first time you been to the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day, and that security lady always yelling. Like what? Please continue. Chill, Pop. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk when you cutting me off all the time? Gee. I went through the woods, off the path. So that old lady would have catch me. Off the path? Okay, to be fair, who let an old lady like Miss Obag work? Like, come on. Yeah, you know how the studios are in the valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was. Again, my point exactly from last time we all remember. I remember last time I said that why are you couldn't, you mean to tell me that they couldn't leave Studio 2 because the path was blocked? Then why don't y'all go to the woods? It'll be easier to get to go home. Instead of being stuck there, you could have just walked through the path and gone to the woods instead of being stuck there like idiots. Oh my gosh. I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted. So you went straight to the studio. I got kind of lost on my way, though, for about 30 minutes. I don't remember what voice I gave him. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio's doors. Guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looks like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see. What then? It totally walked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. What sort of bad guy was it? A guy. A person. Kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know. He was kind of far away. Huh, he'd been awfully vague. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move. Not a bit, like he was dead. I guess the real pro, great actor. Yes, I suppose he was. If I had my camera with me, that would have been a perfect time. Been the time for a shot, I tell you. If you had your camera, you mean you weren't carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Venus, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm. Easy for you to say. Okay, so I gotta present his camera. Also, I read up on this, and apparently on this statement, so in the original version of this game, they had a text statement. So after this part, there was supposed to be another one that was here, which was anyway I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home where you can press it But they cut it from the trilogy release. But when they released the trilogy, they cut that statement for some reason. But anyway, even though it's part of his testimony, they decided to cut it. So yeah. Anyway, let's present this. Cody camera, new digital camera. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Cody, what you just said seems a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. White, I work with you. Uh-oh, I was putting the pressure on too much. What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studio. You did bring it, didn't you? Mr. White, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody? What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? Okay, so you did have the camera. And did you use the kid's camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. What I saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. But somewhere he got gun for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy got stopped moving. He's so strong and so samurai rules. Oh, is that all? Whoa, that was brief. Mr. White, your cross-examination. What I saw. So I can present something here, but I want to, He's so strong, so samurai wounds! What did you do after the bad guy fell, Cody? Actually, the fight was so intense that I got kind of scared, so I went straight home. Something isn't adding up here. Something about his account doesn't seem right. Venus, it doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. Press him on the back, Venus. Find out what he saw. Yeah, I had my camera with me. So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Still Samurai? Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once? No. Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Still Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! So the bad guy attacked him first. Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Still Samurai. I see. And what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, cause the Still Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do that? Well, a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, a samurai chop, a samurai slap, something like that. He's still being vague about this. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Press him harder. Cody. What? Something bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the Aston. Yeah? So what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated that what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this, Cody, you may have seen some of the samurai fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order! Mr. Wright! How could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital? That's the thing. Venus, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you. You can figure this out. Mr. White, your answer. You have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he want the climax of the fight? So evidence. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Cody camera. He knew digital camera, Cody. All in Tornado, he still learned how to use that. Is the right there. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Hey! Bullseye. What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids? Especially not picking. Good job, Venus. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture. White. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Yeah? Well, Venus? I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again with White. He is mean business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. Very well. Cody, Judge, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. No photo. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep. Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. White? I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Okay, no photo. Yeah, you're right, Pops. Pops? Yeah, I call you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Edward. And I guess I'm the bearded gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're all so self-conscious. Okay, off with the kid glove. Testify, witness, testify. Yikes! I love that statement. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight? Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? So I held up my camera to take a picture. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really did. Tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the still samurai. But that's all that happened. Yep. That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I wouldn't have once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? That's so hard. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can do. Cody, listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye. How did you know? I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers. Wow! This feels great. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved still samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that? He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Venus. Find out what this kid's all about. Okay. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I wasted them. Half the glory. Contain photos of every victory seen in every battle the Still Samurai has won. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow in with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Huh? Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I only take a picture when the Still Samurai lands a final blow with Sam. I got them all. I never miss one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really have to give a picture of the Still Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Still Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Still Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the Still Samurai, none were taken that day. Okay, hang on, Order! Mr. Wright, have you had an explanation? The Still Samurai has just defeated his adversary. I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait! No way! Venus, I think we finally discovered the truth, and what a truth it is. But Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Venus. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photo he took? The Still Samurai didn't win. He erased about the photo. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Still Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Still Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the court truth. The bad guy defeated the Still Samurai. No way! No! It's impossible! The Still Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever! Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his present photos. Cody, it was inconceivable that the Silver Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Silver Samurai lose, yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Silver Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Oh, order! I will have order! Witness! I mean, Cody, is it true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody, that day you saw the Silver Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Silver Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Silver Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to your witness testimony, the Silver Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? The Silver Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Silver Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Silver Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Silver Samurai. Order! From Silver Samurai is in this photograph? You're saying the man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the accident scene that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait! Hasn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Obag said in her testimony. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him go into Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Silver Samurai costume. But why would the victim do something? I don't know. I get it. I thought that the Silver Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Pops. Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? So was quick. No way, man, not if you're gonna look at me like that. No. Here, take this is it. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like this stupid need. I'll give it back. Wait, Venus. Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Venus. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly, I don't see why not. Venus, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. Find the inconsistency in the photo. That will be this.
Take that!
Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number of that on that gate? The number? Yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edwards sees what I'm getting at. But that's impossible. Huh? What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked as well with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder, it does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place.
Take that!
Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting for responding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Fathead were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked, so we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to the studio before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Ms. Obad, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a silk samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. Why would he steal a silk samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. I have proof. Do, Mr. Wright? Now that there's some surprise, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Empty bottle found on the table in the employee area. The label reads sleeping pills. This is it. An empty bottle medicine? An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee's area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicion, yes, but there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprints the bottle. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer, fingerprints would show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The courtroom take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This is good. This court will suspend proceeding on the current trial for today. Cody Hackins' testimony has revealed new possibility in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The still samurai seen by Miss Obag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2, and those in the trailer didn't have the time to commit murder. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answer for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of work. Homework. It's good work. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Power. As you say, Your Honor, the trial will be suspended until tomorrow. This is the last decision. Very well, court is adjourned. October 19th, 2:47 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Phew, that was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha, maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce that you did about 3 times back there. Me too. Dead? Oh, of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Power, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Why? Thanks, Sniff. To be continued. Okay, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see y'all maybe next week. So tune in. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.